give up, me say we solid as a rock like a lantern. Nah give up, I said there ain't no giving in. And when the going get tough, I said the tough gets going. One double your fruits, don't give up. I said there ain't no giving in. Mama, Rastafari guide your night from the beginning. Why oh why oh? Teacher not get paid, the government need for purge and process. Oh, police not get paid, so them find it hard to serve and protect. And all we get from the government is highlight bits and robust taxes. And them still a pressure the youth to run it hard on the road with them robot taxes. No, but there ain't no giving in. Why run your taxi? Hey, I said the tough gets going. Now give up.
But imagine that. Sometimes it's feeling like there's only 2 days in the week. Yesterday was Monday, and look at them Friday afternoon. So hear that. Do you have a talent or skill that you can turn into a business idea? Well, don't sleep on you, my youth. Get your business started today. The Youth Economy Agency will guide you. Provide funding. Yes, sister, provide funding. Plus training to run your business profitably. Yo, go online now to start living the St. Lucian dream. Just one click and boom, you're in business.
Good afternoon, St. Lucia. Welcome to Youth Unplugged, proudly sponsored by the Youth Economy Agency, or YEA, where we highlight the young people within our community of St. Lucia who have been making strides in their various fields of endeavor, whether it be academics, business, the arts, and pageantry, which we are going to focus on today. And my guest today is a very beautiful and special young lady. She is Miss 2025, Miss District High 2025, newly crowned, the pageant which took place on Saturday, this past Saturday, proudly brought to you by our friend Treasure Actil. So today I'm going to give you a brief bio about Kera Lawrence, and then we're going to get into the conversation. Right, Kera?
Yes.
All right. So Kera Lawrence always believed in the power of caring for others. From a young age, she had a deep desire to help people, and that passion has led her to pursue a career in nursing. To her, nursing is more than just a job. It is a calling that combines passion, strength, and skill to make a real difference in the lives of others. While she enjoys creative expression through singing, dancing, and acting, a young lady of the arts, and have recently stepped into the world of modeling, she always knew that her heart belongs in healthcare. These artistic passions have taught her confidence, empathy, and communications, skills she believes are just as important in nursing as they are on stage or in front of a camera. Kera wants to become a nurse because she values the trust people place in caregivers during their most vulnerable moments. She's drawn to the idea of being a source of comfort and support, whether it's by providing medical care, listening to a patient's fears, or simply offering a reassuring smile. And trust me, folks, as you can see, she has a beautiful smile. Nursing is a field that challenges you to keep learning and growing, and she is ready to embrace that journey with determination, compassion, and the ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Kera is confident that she can become the kind of nurse who truly makes a difference. This career path aligns perfectly with who she is and whom she hopes to become. Good afternoon, Kera, with the nice smile, Lawrence.
Good afternoon.
And congratulations on your recent crowning of Miss. Go ahead.
Miss District High 2025.
Yes. Treasure will get on my case. I keep forgetting. I keep saying Miss Teen High, Miss District High. It is what it is. Kera, welcome, and again, congratulations.
Thank you.
We've touched the nursing part, but tell us about yourself. First of all, where you from, where you grew up, what schools you went to, and how that has shaped you as a person right now.
My name is Kera Lawrence, and I attend the Coram Secondary School. I am 16 years old. I have a love for theater, and I recently got into modeling. I want to be an aspiring nurse, and I want to use my voice to advocate for young people to have healthier lifestyles. I want to use my passion for nursing because I want to share my knowledge with everyone and let the young people know that having a strong body and mindset is the perfect foundation for a successful career.
All right. So you attended Coram Secondary School. Before that, what primary school did you attend?
I used to attend the Ave Maria Girls Primary School.
Yeah, Ave Maria Girl. I was hoping you'd say Anglican.
No.
All right. Before we get into more about yourself personally, the pageant. Let's get to the pageant first of all. Was this your first time partaking in the pageant? Participating?
Is my first time participating in a pageant.
Ah, really?
Yes.
All right. I really wanted to be there. Treasure's going to kill me. I really wanted to be there, but obligations kind of got the better of me. Just tell us about your participation, the experience for you from the start. How did you actually get involved in it? How you were chosen? Did you express interest? And tell us how the ride has been for you up until your crowning moment on Saturday.
Well, from a little girl, I've always wanted to do pageantry, even though I still wanted to become a nurse. And when I saw this poster came up and they had auditions for Miss District High, I told my guardian that I wanted to do it. And she was like, "Are you sure?" I said yes. And when I did the audition, I wasn't really feeling like I did what I had to do because it's new to me. But along the way, I started challenging myself. I took a lot of practice, discipline, and most importantly, self-growth. Self-growth and patience. Because doing a pageant is not easy. I will tell you this. It takes a lot of your mind has to be so clear. You have to have yourself physically and mentally prepared for this pageant. And along the way, I actually got a lot of training for my public speaking. And I am strengthening right now for me to sit here and talk to you guys with confidence and purpose.
Your public speaking team did a very good job.
Yes, I had to.
All right. More about the pageant and the build up to it. Tell us, because we did have, it was last week, Treasure, was it? Yeah, it was last week. We did have only 2 of your 7 contestants here. So I could admonish you now, even though you've won the crown, I could take some points for not being here. All right, last week. But your relationship with the other contestants, the support that you provide with each other. I'm going to get back to the self-growth because I want to ask you more about that. So tell us about your relationship with each other and how the type of bond that you may or may not have built along the way.
Well, to me, I grew a lot of friendships. And if anyone wants to feel that they don't want to be my friend, then that's fine. But I believe that I grew a lot of friendships. I was more open. And right now I believe that I can do more than just speak to people. Like, I can advocate and I could just be myself. I was being myself around them. I felt warm. I felt confident around them because each and every participant here always had each other's back. And that is what I really loved about my contestants.
Right, because we normally see the pageantry, the competition day, maybe a few photo shoots and maybe a little dialogue with you all, but we never really get to know more behind the scenes how you guys interact with each other. Some will believe there's a competitive spirit among them. Of course, there's a spirit of competition, but then to the point that it becomes personal. Did you ever feel that was part of it? That there was a personal view at she won, or I don't want them to win.
No.
All right. On the point of growth, I wanted to go back to. You did say that it was a growing experience for you. Could you just speak to some of the areas and expand on some of the areas in which you believe that you may have grown through participation in the pageant?
Well, like I said, the way I used to speak. Right now, I would be so careful with what I say to people because now I have a title to hold. And now I am an advocate to the youth. So things that you would normally say to people, you would have to calm down and you'll have to be at a way that people can understand you and respect you because you want the same respect from others. This is me growing and learning how to be myself around people and be an advocate for the youth because you don't want a queen that is rowdy. You want a queen that is calm, caring, and is compassionate about everything she does.
You can be rowdy and still become caring and passionate.
No.
Just so you know. The night. Let's get to the night. Walk us through the night. Getting to the National Cultural Center, backstage, the various segments in the competition, Miss District High competition, and how you felt. Was the confidence always there that you can win, will win, or did it take some prodding for that to happen as well?
When I first entered the cultural center, I felt normal because I know myself to be on stage singing, dancing, acting. I know it's something different, but I felt normal. When it was time for the introduction, this is where I felt uneasy a little bit, but then my chaperone kept me going and I did what I had to do. And I believe that everyone else there really executed well. Yes.
I heard through the grapevine that that you had a very good team, because when I spoke to Treasure and I said, make sure she's here for 2:30, he said, don't worry, she will be there. Her
Yes.
team around her. What was it like working with your team, and any names, notable names who were important to you throughout the process that you would like to shout out?
Yes, I would like to shout out Annabelle Rollins, my chaperone, Cage Tropical Simos, my sponsor, and myself for bringing it out and bringing the crown home.
Okay, so what was your talent for the night?
I did a calypso.
You did a calypso.
Yes.
Was it self-written, or was it something that existed?
Somebody wrote it for me, Michael Joseph, the Olympian.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, okay. Y'all related?
No.
Okay.
Well, we had a calypso extravaganza in Quorum Secondary School, which I won.
Oh.
And I decided to take this calypso and did it for my talent for Music High because I wanted to do something different, something outside the box.
You're multi-talented, so you
Yes.
sang calypso.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us more about your calypso. Do we have a copy, a recording of her calypso? We could probably play it for our viewers and listeners to hear.
I would advise all the viewers to go on YouTube, Miss District High 2025.
I got ambush marketing. AC. All right, so tell us about your song.
My song was about fathers abandoning their children, also mothers too. This was the subject that I wanted to intake because I have been through this, still going through it. And I just wanted to let the young people know that I'm in the same situation and I'm here and I'm growing and you can grow too.
I think that's the thing with music. Public figures to an extent, public figures as well. The public always want to know that they can identify with you. You're not someone who's far out of reach, so your experiences maybe not
Yes.
mirror, but you have shared experiences. That sounds like a very
I'm human too, you know.
yeah, well, that sounds like a very sensitive subject
Yes.
for you. And you said you live for guardians, so obviously you don't live with your parents. So it appears that youth advocacy, youth issues are very, very, very important to you.
Yes.
And I commend that at 16 years old. I
Thank
commend that.
you.
Are you a member of the NYC?
No, I'm not.
You should find yourself there. Maybe you'll be the next president to add that to your repertoire.
You believe in me, I like that.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm like Whitney. I believe the children are our future.
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay, so let's get into your passion for nursing. Is this something that you've always wanted to do? Did you just pick it up? And tell us more about why you decided you wanted to become a nurse, even though I covered it in your bio.
So at first, when I was growing up, I wanted to become a police officer.
Babylon.
Yes. I think that I just wanted to become a police officer because my friends were like, I want to become an officer. Oh, I want to be at SSU. So at that time, I was just small and I just wanted to say it too. But then as I grew up, I realized that I loved caring for people and I love seeing people with smiles on their face. Because if you're around me, you have to smile, you have to be happy, and you have to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I grew up, I realized that nursing was the way for me to go. This was something that I wanted to pursue. because in nursing, you will have to comfort your patients and give them a listening ear, making them know that everything is okay and everything is gonna be okay, giving them the reassurance that they need and making them know that you have been through the same thing and you have grown and you can grow too.
All right.
Yes.
All right, folks, you're watching Youth Unplugged with me, Miguel Fevrier, and my guest, Kera Lawrence, Miss District High 2025, a young 16-year-old beauty who attends a Coram Secondary School and who aims for a career in nursing. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsor, and we'll get back to the discussion with Kera.
But imagine, sometimes it's feeling like there's only 2 days in the week. Yesterday was Monday, and look at that Friday afternoon. So hear that. Do you have a talent or skill that you can turn into a business idea? Well, don't sleep on you, my youth. Get your business started today. The Youth Economy Agency will guide you. Provide funding. Yes, sister, provide funding. Plus training to run your business profitably. Yo, go online now to start living the St. Lucian dream. Just one click and boom, you're in business.
All right, we're back with Youth Unplugged with me, Miguel Fevrier, and my guest, Kera Lawrence, who believes, like Lucilek, in the power of caring.
Yes.
All right, Kera, just walk us through school, the subjects you're studying at school, because you are actually, and we do have a surprise for you. We have a surprise for you at RCI.
Okay.
And so towards the end of the show, we will deliver that surprise. Just walk us through a school. What school life has been for you? We're going back to the school part because we need to know where you came from. What school life you did in Calypso? You into drama now.
Yes.
You do any writing? You play sports, and tell us more about it.
Well, in school, the subjects I study is biology, POA, French, math and English,
Oh.
PE.
Why PE? Tell me why PE, because
Bec-
I really want to know. I really want to know.
At first I thought it would have helped me in nursing, but then along the way, that's when my teachers were like, "You want to become a nurse and you're not doing physics?" I was like, "But you all said that once you have biology, you can go."
Yeah.
But I will do it when I reach
Yeah,
into
well,
Alpha.
Between me and your physics is not a necessity. You have bio. That in itself is good enough to get you through. Don't let them put too many things in your head. I know people who did none of the sciences and they end up doing nursing. So let's leave it like that. Okay, so let's speak about. First of all, let's give our sponsors a plug. You as a youth advocate, if I were to brief you quickly about the youth economy, do you know about the youth economy agency's role in St. Lucia, what they do?
No.
Okay, so there you go. Now it's a good time.
Yes.
Okay, so basically the youth economy, young people like you who have goals and dreams and talents, they assist in making it a viable business. So let's say you like, for example, drumming, you're a musician, you want to start your little business, maybe to perform at little venues and that kind of thing, and you need the equipment. What the youth economy does is provide various forms of training through various forms of business management, whether it be the marketing part and all these things. They also provide grant funding and loan funding, which is at concessionary rates. I just want to know, you as a young person, how do you welcome that initiative? What do you think of that initiative? And do you even plan to take advantage of it if the time comes?
As you speak of it, I really want to be part of a system like this. And yes, I would. I love the fact that they do that because I want to be a youth advocate and I want to inspire others to look up to me, and I want to be a role model to the young people. Yes.
Right.
So
Have there been challenges along the way with achieving or participating in the various things through the calypso, the modeling, pageantry now? I'll just speak to some of the challenges, and were there any moments that you felt overwhelmed and how you dealt with it?
There was some moments where I felt like I couldn't do it and I didn't believe in myself, but my chaperone and my sponsor kept me going, giving me the benefit of the doubt, giving me the words of encouragement that I needed. But overall, I felt that I was confident in everything I did. It's just that sometimes I would just put myself down. And that's something that I've grown out of along the way to self growth.
Self growth. I was going to ask you, how can a beautiful, talented young lady like yourself not feel confident about winning? Fallback careers. So let's say nursing doesn't work out. Is there anything else that you are actually interested in apart from policing?
Well, I recently wanted to pursue accounting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Accounting?
I don't know much about it. I do the subject, but that's something I want to fall back on. And when I get to school, this is when I will really see if I could fall back on it. But I really want to do nursing. I really, really want to do nursing.
Really,
Yes.
I love to hear that. So you're going to go for it. Also, of course, with the government of St. Lucia, the nursing students do actually get a grant while they are studying up there. So bravo to the government of economy. So go right ahead, take advantage of it while it still exists.
Yes.
All right. Now, there were a few things that we do have a surprise for you.
Oh, I love surprises.
Yeah. Well, it's not from so much for RCI, but we are facilitating the surprise. And you won a number of prizes
Yes.
through your ascension to Miss District High. A 3-course selection from the University of the West Indies Global Campus.
Yes.
A trip to Martinique. Compliments Paparazzi 758. You're getting good, my girl.
Yes.
Driving package compliments Kickstart Driving School. Oh Lord, so you're driving already, right?
No.
A dinner for two at Sandals Halcyon. A dinner voucher from Spice of India, and a spa treatment compliments Peridots Tranquility Spa. Advanced pageantry training with industry professionals compliments Paparazzi 758. A photo shoot with shout out Rudy Full Exposure. That's my classmate from St. Mary's. Rodolfo, good afternoon. A photo shoot with Rudy Full Exposure. And I believe there is a school, there is an education part of it, right? A scholarship in it?
Yes, I believe so.
You believe so?
Is it not the West Indies?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
yes,
University
it
of the West
is.
Indies. So there's a scholarship opportunity as well for you.
Yes.
Now, there is one of those things on the list which I haven't called out yet. And we have it right there for you. So Treasure is going to come hand over that prize for you pretty soon after this quick break with the Youth Economy Agency, our sponsors. We'll be right back, folks.
But imagine, sometimes it's feeling like there's only 2 days in the week. Yesterday was Monday, and look at that Friday afternoon. So hear that. Do you have a talent or skill that you can turn into a business idea? Well, don't sleep on you, my youth. Get your business started today. The Youth Economy Agency will guide you. Provide funding. Yes, sister, provide funding. Plus trading to run your business profitably. Yo, go online now to start living the St. Lucian dream. Just one click and boom, you're in business.
All right, so we are back with Youth Unplugged with myself, Miguel Fevrier, and the lovely and talented Kera Lawrence, who hasn't stopped smiling as yet. And like I said, we listed a whole number, and Treasure is here. Treasure, there was one part that we missed. There is a scholarship opportunity. Can you give more details in that for the young lady? If you want to either grab this mic or grab her mic, whichever one you want to. And folks, this is the great Treasure acting, if you don't know.
Hi, St. Lucia. Well, first and foremost, let me give Kera her tablet. Compliments, Computer World. They're so happy for you and your victory for Miss District High.
Thank you.
I mean, they're going to be looking at your reign closely, so you never know. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just on the night, but it's during the weeks. come in during your reigns. You probably could get gifts or whatever. Anyway, so Kera received an opportunity to select 3 courses from the University of the West Indies Global Campus. She will be given an email anytime from next week, Monday, from our head mistress for the campus. And Kera, I hope that you utilize the programs offered at University of the West Indies Global Campus. It is not a bachelorette or a master's St. Lucia. It is courses that could add up towards something. That is for them to tell her when they meet her in person. Okay? Apart from that, Kera receives also a trip to Martinique, compliments paparazzi 758, and 2 other of the contestants, first runner-up, that's Zoe Joseph and Miss DBS, Teresa Timet. We are going on an excursion, an educational excursion, St. Lucia in Martinique, and that's right after Sir Lucia 2025, which is now scheduled for November. So stay tuned for Sir Lucia. For 1 finalist will be coming along us to Martinique. Yes. Sure. But there is a surprise also for Kera when I do fly back, hopefully very soon, to New York, and I'll just be looking at her from an eagle's eye, because at the end of the day, for Miss District, I always wanted to see which queen could have matched my energy. And I think Kera is one of those. She knows, like, when I become very feisty with certain situations in society, she calms me down and she tells me, don't do this, don't do that, and she's done it many times in a group setting with us. And she's done it also when we had the show for the pageant. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to win, and there are very external factors which are people who are not too fancy of that victory. She will not see from my eye, but I can tell you, St. Lucia, I've seen it.
And you've been there so many times.
Oh yes. I think this year was the very first time I actually heard it live. And I want St. Lucia to understand that if you really want to see why Miss Lawrence won, do view our YouTube page, Miss District High. That's DBS page, Miss District High 2025, and see why she captured the crown consistently.
And on that note, though, let's even touch that topic, because throughout every competition,
yes,
and not only for pageantry, where we see it with the Queen Show, it's a Queen Show if you don't have Roro.
Oh,
right? But the carnival, all other carnival judging, except King and Queen and the bands, people already fuss about who wins and that kind of thing. Definitely. But in calypso, pageantry, and that kind of thing, what can we tell our people out there listening, especially young people who are listening to Youth Unplugged right now, who may eventually find themselves within those things, maybe as judges or contestants?
So anyone who's entering a competition, you have to know there's a criteria, and that's what the public is really not too knowledgeable on. Sometimes on the night, the MC do say what the criteria is, but I don't think they really pay attention. They're worrying about the contestant next to the other contestant, or whatever the situation may be, or the contender or the finalist. But there is a criteria, and the judges look at a criteria, and I want St. Lucians to understand that we must respect judges. Sometimes we see they may not be qualified, they this, they that, but I think directors all around pageant St. Lucia choose people that they think that can actually select a winner for their committee or their organization. And for me, I had Miss Tekla Lewis, Dr. Tekla Lewis to be exact.
Good afternoon, Dr. Lewis.
Yes, Dr. Lewis, which was our head judge. We had Kevin, a young disabled man on a wheelchair, but he is a
Kevin Shabaptiste.
Yes, well, you know the business. Kevin Shabaptiste has been to all carnival festivities, from calypso to pageants, to name it. And I wanted him to have a representation for the disabled, and also for those people in his advocacy, because he's a young social advocate. We had also, all the way from California, born Lucian, model signed, Miss Abigail King, and swimsuit and evening wear. We need to see who have the best walk. And last but not least, Kera Tixie, which was our very first Miss District High 2022. She had 4 titles, and the youngest queen to acclaim such success before the age of 17 in St. Lucia. So don't play with us, St. Lucia. So for these 4 individuals, those judges, I find they were highly qualified in that regard, Miguel.
All right. So, the judge's decision is final. And trust the judges.
Yeah.
Trust it. Everybody, every human being will have their implicit bias. It is what it is, right? But
all
if
the
there's a criteria-
contestants, I mean, if you're listening out there, I'm so proud of you all. You all did put out your work, but on the night, it's one thing to practice and one thing on the night of the show, because butterflies, emotions, so many outside factors may disrupt the focus, but you have to always remain calm, cool and collective, and always remember, keep the eyes on the prize, consistency.
Eyes on the prize.
You fall or you slip on one segment, double up for the next and just bring that fire.
Before we close up with Kera, you mentioned consistency, and when we spoke, we spoke about her consistency in the particular segment. Just speak quickly about that.
Well, Kera definitely won both first and second interviews. She made history as the first contestant or queen to achieve a feat of this. And then, of course, swimsuit, she only lost by 1 point. And then evening wear, she dominated. Let me tell you, she flipped that dress thing. Was let me tell you, Miguel, Saint Lucia. When I saw that young lady was on stage, she closed that cape for the back trail and she opened that for the finale. I said, but yes, to go. I said, why? And that is not because she was competing against the other contestant. That is what I wanted my contestants to do, to bring it, to deliver. Simple as that. Whoever on the night, just execute. Because I taught them posing in motion. When you posing in motion, Miguel, it's not just posing like a mannequin and think just there you get a point. No, the judges want extra, so you need to be extraordinary on the night, St. Lucia, for any pageant.
All right, thank you, Treasure. As we close up, it's 3:30. We have another show scheduled. Kera, can you just close up? Any advice for the young people and anything you'd like to add? The young ladies who may want to get into pageantry and everything else you're involved in, anything you'd like to add as we close up?
I would like to encourage the youth to take care of their health, like I said, with care, compassion, and service. Be an advocate to others, be yourself, be you, and believe in yourself.
All right. Thank you very much, Kera Lawrence, the beautiful, lovely, talented, and that smile. Just keep smiling, my darling. Kera, Miss District High 2025, and of course, Mr. Treasure, I won't say Treasure Lionel, I keep saying Treasure Actil is in the house. Folks, you have watched Youth Unplugged, listen to Youth Unplugged, proudly sponsored by Youth Economy Agency. I've been your host, Miguel Fevrier. Join me next Thursday, and next for another edition of Youth Unplugged, we're going into the gaming segment of St. Lucia, and of course, Treasure waving at the camera. You see it. This Sunday, Golden Grooves, and next Wednesday for Letla. For now, I am Miguel Fevrier saying goodbye and have a wonderful weekend.
But imagine, sometimes it's feeling like there's only 2 days in the week. Yesterday was Monday, and look at that Friday afternoon. So hear that. Do you have a talent or skill that you can turn into a business idea? Well, don't sleep on you, my youth. Get your business started.